Hello everyone, I've been snapping photos from my little digital camera for a few months and finally decided I better download them all, but unfortunately just when I took a whole lot of really good photos the card will not read from my computer. So I've plugged in my SD card. I'll just show you the dialog, and instead of getting drive J I just get a message saying I want to reformat it. So my drive J is not accessible, so I definitely will not format that disk. So I've searched Google and found a utility called PhotoRec. So I downloaded it, installed it, and it created this folder test disk 7.0. So to run that program, it's one that runs in a DOS prompt. It doesn't even have a shortcut, so it's kind of manual, and I'll show you in the video so you can see how to read it. Double click on photorec_win. It will ask for permission to run. I'll say no. I'll run it again. This DOS prompt program requires me to use the keyboard instead of the mouse, so I'll just move the mouse out of the way and I'll use the down arrow to select the 64GB SD card. It doesn't indicate drive J, but it does show 64GB, so I know that's the correct one. I'll click proceed. That looks okay. It's got the right size. Hit enter. It's asking if I am using a file system of ext or FAT, and I think mine is a FAT, which is what most digital cameras use, so I'll just hit enter. And would I like to do the free space or the whole disk? I'll go for the whole disk because all of my photos are inaccessible. I don't want to download all of them, so I'll hit enter. So I need to specify a location for those files. Now when I ran this before, I tried creating a new folder in D drive, but it would not allow it. It had to be inside this folder where I installed the software. So I'll just navigate to that by going to the dot and hitting enter. And the folder that I created is this folder here, recover. So I'll go down with the arrows and hit enter. And now I press C to indicate that the destination is correct. And the software is now running. So you can see it's created a folder called RecUp dir1, and it's starting to create the files in there. So if I click on that, you can see an old photo and another old photo. Now I did notice some of the photos get their correct file name and some don't. So I'll go back to the software. So after about 4 or 5 hours, all of my 50GB of files were saved and recovered, so I was quite impressed with this software. I'm just going to click enter to stop the software, and I'll say yes to really quit. And now it's quit, and I will show you a photo of how it looked after I ran the entire download. It recovered quite a lot of data, and it asks for a donation, which you can do if you can afford to donate to the software developer, who has obviously done quite a good job. So I hope this helps you to recover your photos, and it did recover some movie files with the file extension MTS, and it inserted a 2 in the file name extension, so it was M2TS. I've used a pair of headphones called Plantronics Audio 655 USB computer headset, which I found had quite a good microphone. The actual headset squeezes my head a little bit, so I sit it on I mount it while I'm not wearing it around my computer, and it stops the headphones from squeezing my head too much. To record this video I'm using Camtasia, which is a screen recording software. So thank you everyone. Bye.